All right. The chakra system is a ladder. Every 7 years, you go through a different chakra. You know what I'm saying? The lower three chakras are the first 21 years of your life. You know what I'm saying? 7 times 3. So when it comes to trauma and like childhood trauma and teen and preteen and you know what I'm saying, shit that you were probably going through even in early stages of college, high school, whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying? You can look at the chakra system or you can look at the chakra scale to help you figure out what age you need to go back to. You know what I'm saying? So if you see my video on accessing your child self, and then I have another video on going back and reliving your memories and stuff like that, you know, when you're trying to figure out what's wrong with me, why am I sad? Why am I angry? Why do I have all this built up rage? You know what I'm saying? Why am I just sad? Why am I stuck in the house, scared to go out and do things? You know what I'm saying? Why am I just closed off? When you are this way and you're trying to figure out why, and you're trying to cure yourself, you want better for yourself, you don't want to be closed off, you don't want to be angry, you don't want to be sad, you know what I'm saying? You can refer to the chakra system to see where you're out of balance, to see what age you need to go back to. So if you're out of balance in your sacral chakra, which is the second on the ladder of the 7. So the crown is the top, that's the 7th, and the root is the bottom, for those who don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to assume everyone is an expert on this information, but you still may be able to use the system, become even just a beginner, and use it to heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the sacral chakra would be from ages 7 to 14. That's when that develops. So you start going back then. Go back and watch shows, watch movies, all of that from that time period. You know what I'm saying? You might have all 3 of your lower chakras out of balance. Many of us do, due to our poor situations that we unfortunately have to grow up in. You know what I'm saying? So you could get this book. I've recommended it before, but this is the Chakra Bible. You know what I'm saying? This is like the first book I could find behind me without having to go searching for one. So this one is pretty simple, but very thorough at the same time. Like there's 390 pages in this book. You know what I'm saying? And for each chakra, not only do they tell you the crystals, do they tell you the food, do they have where your chakra centers and points are? You know what I'm saying? All of that is in this book. How do you heal? How do you connect the chakras? How the chakras work with the different body systems in the body. You know what I'm saying? So now going back to the sacral chakra, of course, look at my bookmark. But going back to the sacral chakra, sacral, whatever. It tells you right here about your emotional issues and stuff. Saying you may be having sexual problems, whether you're too horny, whether you're not horny at all, whether you're watching too much porn, whether you just have problems keeping it up, whatever it might be. You have problems with control, you have problems being secure, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the problem relating to the chakra, how you heal it. So like, okay, so for example, with this chakra, you know, the key issues are relationship, violence, and addictions. The gland that it's related to is your adrenal gland. So this is how deep it gets. Anything that was affecting you from ages 7 to 14 is fucking up your adrenal gland. You know what I'm saying? Your inner aspect that has to do with your feelings. The physical shit is your reproduction, because this is like your sex chakra, you know, or one of them. The lower 3, all 3 of them kind of are, but you know, this one is kind of looked at as like the sex chakra. Emotional is joy. Mental is creativity. So I've talked about it before. The sexual energy and the creative energy is the same energy. So that's why it's not a bad thing to be horny. It's bad when you're putting your energy in places that don't serve you positively. You know what I'm saying? So You can use this book and use the ladder as a reference to tap into where you need to heal. I'm pretty sure this book is only $15. So you could probably get it cheaper. I recommend getting this book because this shit is thorough. It tells you the crystals to go with it, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But you use this as a reference to figure out where you need to heal. You know what I'm saying? So we want to use this as a reference to figure out where you need to heal. This book will even tell you how to heal it and give you tools on what to use to heal that particular chakra. And that going into healing that is going to help you do some of the work or heal. Okay, so when you do this, it's helping you heal from what was going on during these ages. You know what I'm saying? So basically from age 21 to age, since you got out this motherfucker, since you came out the womb to 21 is probably where you should focus first, because those are where the big problems happen. And when you can get your lower nature in balance, then things will come to you a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? When your lower nature is in balance, your creativity should flow. You should feel grounded. You should feel in control of your life. You should feel secure. And these are all things that you may or may not feel, and it's all affected from those first 21 years. You know what I'm saying? So use this as a reference point to figure out what age you got to go back to. You may have to go back to age 5. You may have to go back to age 19. You may have to go back to age 17. And what you need to remember, what you need to heal from may be heavy. You may not be ready to open that door. So you might have to peek. You might have to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on back there? What's going on? Nope, not ready to see it. Okay, what's going on in there? You know what I'm saying? As silly as that is, like, you know, you might have to do that little by little and use my other videos as a reference. But don't be afraid to heal the rest of your chakras and shit like that using the same guide. But we talking about that inner child work. We talking about that childhood trauma, stuff of that nature, things that we blocked out, things that we don't no longer remember. So this is just like this is the going around the locked doors that are keeping you out. So you go straight to the chakra and it's like, okay, I just need to go back to age 7. So the locked door wasn't going to tell you what the fuck was going on. So the chakra is going to tell you, okay, my root chakra is out of balance. So I just got to go back between age 0 and age 7. As you go back and you implement the other things, you start listening to Britney Spears. Let's say that's what the hot songs was. You start get as detailed as you can. I be playing emulators and shit and downloading emulator games. Look into how you could do that so you can play the retro games. So you playing PS1, let's say you my age, you playing PS1, PS2, you listening to Britney Spears, you might watch SpongeBob or something, and you start doing this. You eat your favorite snacks, you try to play with your favorite toy. Even if you're not really going there and going, pew, pew, you know, you don't got to get that in depth. Maybe you just buy it. Maybe just have it around. And little by little, it's like that door will start to peek open. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're getting back into that mode. It'll start to peek open. As well as you doing this. The only thing is when you do this, sometimes I feel like without doing the other work or without doing them in conjunction, it's like this can almost become religious. And it's like you never really get to the root of your problem. So yes, you'll heal, you'll balance yourself out, but you may have a lapse somewhere because you never really figured out like, I'm out of balance because of X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of did some work to force yourself or to gradually make yourself be in balance, but you can't really stay there permanently. And you won't, and even with knowing and all of that, you still gonna have things you have to work on because life goes on. It's a never-ending cycle. You want to do this major work right now to get your mind in a place where it can lead you to a life that you desire, that you deserve, a prosperous life. And then from there, you can start dealing with the other battles that life has. But you can't even tag into that fight if you still having to fight in your mind with yourself, if you still having to fight with doubt, if you still having to fight with your confidence and stuff like that. You can't even tag into the other fights. You're not ready to have a fight with your tenants. You're not ready to flip houses and do and build wealth and do all those other things. You still fighting what's going on in your mind. You still don't even see that for yourself yet. And until you can put that value back on yourself by doing that healing, and until you do that, you don't even need to worry about that other shit. I'm gonna be honest. Or I would suggest you just leave that alone. You do this first and get yourself grounded and centered and balance yourself out. Make sure your thoughts are theirs, raise your value up, and then a lot of that stuff will come natural to you. I didn't even intend for this video to be this long, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck having a short time span. If you're trying to heal, you're trying to get this information, then you should be ready to sit here for hours. I'll be sitting through 6 and 7, 8 hour lectures sometimes, just trying to learn how to heal myself. Just trying to learn about herbs, just trying to learn, period. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to know that bad, you can sit through fucking 20 minutes. I shouldn't even feel bad about these being that long. They should be longer. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will watch 2 hours of some fucking people fighting. They could watch 20 minutes of learning how to heal your childhood trauma. All right. But yeah, that's basically it. I am gonna cap it off here. I'll definitely make more videos about this. I'm gonna keep hitting home with this. I'm gonna keep talking about different ways to heal, different techniques. I might even just break down some techniques from this book, as well as mixing in other stuff, adding in other information from other books. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to drop a video soon called Cooking Up a Healing Formula using your spiritual tools. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for that. That's another like follow-up video to this. But check out my other videos on healing your childhood trauma. You know what I'm saying? And getting into the root of your problem. And, start looking into which of your first 3 chakra, how they're out of balance. I guarantee they're out of balance some which way. Let's be honest here. It's some which way it's probably out of balance, whether it be overactive or underactive. One of them are. You know what I'm saying? And you want to figure out which one, go back to that age, use the methods to tap in and time travel back to that time, and begin to do the work. Begin to figure out what the fuck was going on, and be ready and open to accepting that it wasn't okay, that it's harsh, and it's gonna hurt, and things of that nature. And, we get ready to move on. We get ready to heal. We walk through the fire. We come out with some burns, and then we start healing right from there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it made sense. Hope it's like, get your mind sparking. You know what I'm saying? We got to get excited to heal the same way we get all riled up and excited in things that don't serve us. You got to start getting excited about things that serve you in a positive manner. You should be excited when you're working on yourself. You should be excited when you're looking into things that are going to build you up. You know what I'm saying? Things that are going to make you feel good. You should be excited, that excitement, that emotion, that's what's going to help it manifest faster. You adding that emotion on top of your intention. So before I ramble anymore, I don't even want to call this rambling because I'm not rambling. But before I continue on any longer and make this video unnecessarily long, I'm just going to sign off here. Peace.